Hey guys, what's up? My name is John Wayne and today, nandito na naman tayo. Pag-uusapan natin itong ni Pinas News ngayon. Actually, nakakatuwa itong sagutan ni Congressman Richard Gomez. Tsaka isa na namang Mr. So obviously, we can see the future here. No? So as you can see naman dun sa ating title, sinupalpal ang future grandstanding na si Irvin. I think it runs in the blood, yung pagiging grandstanding nila. And isa sa mga siguro isa sa mga tao na hindi pala lagpasan itong pagiging grandstanding ni Erwin Tulfo ay walang iba kundi si Congressman Richard Gomez. Ayun na nga po, no? So basically, privilege speech po dito si Erwin Tulfo. And he was actually questioning or parang inaano niya yung isang provision ng Dangerous Drugs Act. Okay? So with that, ang nakakatawang part na kasi dito, nagpi-privilege speech siya sa isang provision ng isang batas na he's asking. Napalabas niya rin na parang hindi nagtatrabaho ang committee ng Dangerous Drugs. Okay, or yung committee ni Richard Gomez. Kaya tuloy, he was asked several questions only to find out na, ayun, nagyabang pa si Gago na sinasabi niya pag siya daw nasa Senado na, so hanggang hindi wala para sa Senado. So, marami. Alam nyo, akala natin si Richard Gomez is isang simpleng actor lang. Pero for all those people who have no idea, Richard Gomez is actually a doctor of philosophy. No? Tutusin nga, dapat tawagin siya Dr. Richard Gomez. Na nakikipag-usap sa isang another convicted ng kasong libel. Kaya nga hindi po yan na confirmed ng Commission on Appointment because of two reasons. Okay, of two reasons. Number one, that questionable ang kanyang citizenship. Okay, naging US citizen po ito si Tulfo. Number two, siya po ay nagkaroon po ng 4 counts of libel, no? For the reason na ayaw niyang i-divulge yung pangalan ng kanyang source. Okay? So, mas pinili na lang niya makonvict kaysa napahamak yung kanyang. I don't know if that is novel enough to siguro. Pero bilang ka ng media, you have to lay down all your sources. Lalo na pagka korte na nagtatanong sa'yo, mas pipiliin mo yung conviction mo over sa hindi. Kasi even yung kapatid niya na si Mr. Grandstanding, Tulfo, Rafi Tulfo, na ginawang issue sa loob ng Senado ang mabahong helmet at saka yung may puto pa. Anyway, so balik na tayo dito. Very classic na barahan. And here we can see and evaluate the kind of future Senator Erwin Tulfo will be. Wala po siyang pinagkaiba sa kanyang kapatid na si Rafi Tulfo. Okay? Maliban sa mayabang, Mr. Grandstanding pa. And to sum it up, wala pang alam sa kanyang pinagsasabi. Kasi dito sa pangyayaring to, makikita nyo kung paano ibabaon ni Erwin Tulfo sa kaya ng sarili niya. Panoorin natin.
Ay malakas po sa Senado, baka pwede pong sila pong sabihan ninyo dahil wala po tayong counterpart sa Senado. Tapos na po tayo sa amendments natin. Matatagalan pa po tayo kasi dadaan pa po tayo ng eleksyon. Pag hinintay po natin na umabot kayo ng Senado, ay isang taon na naman po yun. Congratulations po at inamin nyo na talagang panalo na kayo sa Senado. I'm very happy that a colleague of ours will be in the Senate soon.
I rise today on a different matter, a critical matter concerning Section 21 of Republic Act number 9165, or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. which mandates the inclusion of media representatives as signatories in the inventory of confiscated drug-related items. While this provision was crafted to enhance transparency in anti-drug operations, I submit that it is time for us to revisit and devolve this responsibility.
Okay. Medyo napanood ko na yung part na to. Kindly take note of this. Itong part na to, na sinasabi niya na kailangan daw i-amend ang provision na ito. Okay? May dito nagsimula yung pambabara sa kanya ni Richard Gomez.
To better suited entities, Mr. Speaker. The inclusion of media representatives represents or presents
Di ba ganitong ang ugali ni Rafi Tulfo? Mahilig siya makialam sa iba't ibang committee. Pero yung only to find out na hindi pala siya member ng committee.
significant challenges and risks. Media practitioners who are civilians are placed in potentially life-threatening situations when required to participate in such operations. Exposing them to these risks compromises not only their safety, but also that of their families, Mr. Speaker. Moreover, involving media representatives in law enforcement task raises concerns about their independence and neutrality. Journalists are meant to act as impartial watchdogs of government actions, holding public officials accountable from an objective stance. Requiring their direct participation, Mr. Speaker, in these operations undermines their role and may cast doubt on their credibility and impartiality. It is imperative that we devolve this responsibility to more appropriate witnesses who are already empowered under the law. Section 21 of RA 9165 already mandates the presence of Department of Justice representatives and barangay officials as witnesses in this process, Mr. Speaker. These individuals are better suited to fulfill the role of ensuring transparency and accountability in documentation of confiscated drug-related items. Additionally, we can enhance existing safeguards to further promote transparency without involving media personnel. Like comprehensive video documentation can serve as a reliable and tamper-proof record of the inventory process, ensuring accountability without requiring physical witness to be present in dangerous environments. Increased training and oversight for DOJ and barangay representatives can strengthen their ability to act as effective witnesses. By devolving, Mr. Speaker, this responsibility to individuals already mandated and equipped for this role, we can preserve the safety of our media professionals, uphold journalistic independence, and maintain the integrity of anti-drug operations. Mr. Speaker, I urge this esteemed chamber to consider an amendment to Section 21 of Republic Act 9165, replacing media representatives with more suitable alternatives while reinforcing mechanisms for accountability and transparency. Let us act decisively to modernize this law and ensure its implementation aligns with our commitment to safety, justice, and good governance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and my colleagues, and I look forward to our deliberations on this matter soon. Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much. Daghang salamat. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Richard Gomez of the 4th District of Leyte for his interpellation.
The Honorable Richard
Ito na guys yung masayang part.
Gomez is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. I'd like to find out if the good congressman from ACT Party List would like to answer some of my questions regarding his privileged speech.
Sure, Mr. Speaker and my colleague.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to find out from the good congressman if you are a member of the Anti-Drugs Committee.
No, I am not, my distinguished colleague. I am not a member of any committee right now.
Pumupunta sa, number 1 point to ni Richard Go.
Now, since I am part of the the deputy majority group, Mr. Speaker.
And if you are a what were you again, Mr. Speaker?
Deputy Majority Floor Leader, Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Majority Floor Leader. I'm very sure, Mr. Speaker, that you know very well that the Committee on Anti-Drugs is very active on RA 9165.
I am aware, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, you are aware, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. If you're aware, Mr. Speaker, then what was the purpose of the privileged speech?
You don't be deceived. I don't think that Richard Gomez is playing around with Erwin Tulfo. Obviously, with the facial expression of Richard Gomez, the Congressman Richard Gomez, he's starting to be sarcastic, you know. And dito makikita natin na wala talagang alam si Erwin Tulfo sa ginagawa ng committee ni Richard Gomez.
I don't know if my distinguished colleague was present when I was mentioning an amendment on Section 21.
Akala ni Erwin Tulfo dito that makaka-insert siya o makakapunto siya. Because he knows that Congressman Richard Gomez is starting to be sarcastic.
Of RA 9165, particularly exempt.
Puta, narinig mo si akala mo si Raffy Tulfo. So ito ba yung gusto nyong iboto? Another Mr. Grandstanding? Diba? Baka pasalamatan pa tayong lahat ng House of Representatives na mawawala na to kung gagawin nyo pa tong senador. Tandaan nyo, he even said himself that he is the brainchild of AKAP. Which is basically ang AKAP ngayon is being used for all the wrong reason. He's the brainchild. Okay?
Exempting the media from being signatories in drug-related operations, particularly on confiscated items, Mr. Speaker.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The reason why I wanted to ask the good gentleman is because, you know, RA 9165 was passed already in the last Congress. And during this Congress, it has also been amended. And in Section 21 of RA 9165, I don't know if the good gentleman is aware, the Deputy Majority Floor Leader is aware that Section 21 has been taken up.
Puta yan, no? Sa palpal si Erwin Tulfo rito. Boy! Libing mo sarili mo. Boss, kaya pa? Tangina rin yung mga Tulfo talaga.
Can you repeat that, Mr. Speaker?
Inabingit ka.
Tagalogin ko po. Aware po ba tayo na yung Section 21 po, ito po ay tinitake up po dun sa amendments natin sa RA 9165 in the committee.
Kaya nga po, Mr. Speaker, kailangan natin balikan.
Oh. Oh. Oh, magre-rebuttal ka pa. Magre-rebuttal ka pa. Magyayabang pa yan dito si Erwin Tulfo. Pag nasa Senado na daw siya. So, binangasan uli siya ni daming tama sa kanya ni Congressman Gomez.
At bilis-bilisan po, ang problema po natin sa Kongreso, kaya po tayo napupulaan ng mga kababayan natin, napakarami natin mga batas na
Putang ina nyo dyan. Hindi kayo napupulaan dahil sa mga batas. Napupulaan kayo dahil sa iyo nagsisimula ang pagnanakaw. Di ba, Mr. Brainchild ng AKAP?
kailangang ayusin, subalit hindi po naaayos, kaya kailangan po natin bilis-bilisan. Kung ito po ay na-take up, sana po ay mabilisan pa para kaagad po ito ay ma-review.
Talaga ba? Oh my God. Alam mo, etong particular na clip lang na to, no, na in-upload ni Pinas News, dito mo makikita that Filipino should stop voting for Tulfos in any position sa national government. Okay? We had enough of Raffy Tulfo. We don't need another Raffy Tulfo in the Congress. Diba?
At magawan po natin ang paraan dito po ay kahilingan ng mga kasamahan po ng ating Fourth Estate, Mr. Speaker.
Tama po. Napakaganda pong suggestion po niyan. Since kayo po ay malakas po sa Senado, baka pwede pong sila pong sabihan ninyo dahil wala po tayong counterpart sa Senado. Tapos na po tayo sa amendments natin. At yung pong privilege speech niyo kanina, pagtanggal po ng media, personalities, pag dumarating ang inventory time, pag mayroong buybacks, wala na po sa provision.
Pagdating ho natin doon, Mr.
Bam. Oh. Take note binabanatan niya yung committee ni Richard Gomez. Pinapalabas niya that these people who's doing their thing silently. Nung sinagot siya ni Richard Gomez na everything that he's saying, tapos na. Mema lang siya. Ito ay babanat ni Erwin Tulfo. Mas masakit yung sasabihin ni Richard Gomez.
Mr. Speaker, we will do that. But pagdating ho natin doon, Mr. Speaker, we will do that. But for now, we really have to look into this. Maybe push on and convince our counterparts in the Senate to pass this law immediately.
Matatagalan pa po tayo kasi dadaan pa po tayo ng eleksyon. Pag hinintay po natin na umabot kayo ng Senado, ay isang taon na naman po yun. Congratulations po at inamin nyo na talagang panalo na kayo sa Senado. I'm very happy that a colleague of ours will be in the Senate soon. Pero ibabalik ko lang po, Mr. Senator, na ito pong hinihiling ninyo na tanggalin natin or i-amend natin sa Provision 21 of RA 9165, matagal na po naming tinabaho ito sa aming komite at tinanggal po talaga po namin to. Ang tanging hiling namin, katulad din ng hinihiling ninyo, sana nga po mapabilis natin ito sa Senado dahil sa Senado po, hindi ko alam pero baka pwedeng kayo na po magsalita, baka pwedeng kayo na mag-privilege speech, pakisabi na bilis-bilisan po para itong hinihiling natin na ma-amend itong Section 21 ay matapos na.
Alam niyo ho, I will just have to correct my colleague. Hindi ba po ako senador?
Putang ina, ko yung nagsabi dyan, di ba? Oh. Balikan natin sinabi niya. Sumasagot lang sa'yo si Congressman Gomez base sa mga pinagsasabi mo, Mr. Grandstanding ng House of Representatives.
Your Honor, ako po ay isang mambabatas, ako po ay isang representative, hindi pa po ako senador. Tumatakbo po ako senador, nais ko lamang po linawin na ako po ay isang congressman,
Correct.
ako po ay member ng ACT-CIS party list at hindi po ako senador. Baka ang inyo po ibig sabihin, yung aking po nakatatandang kahuya po, siya po yung senador. Pangalawa, kaya ako nga po pinapabilis-bilisan para marinig po tayo sa Senado. Nabilis-bilisan po nila dahil ito po ay hindi pa naman batas. Habang ito hindi pa batas, alahong saysay ang pagre-review.
Don't you think how pathetic? I mean, doon sa mga doon sa mga tao na pinapanood ito, word by word, piece by piece, na pinagagawa nila, pinag-uusapan nila. So obviously here, yung mga sinasabi ni Erwin Tulfo is already out of context. Bakit? Everything that he's saying now is very immaterial from the original statement na sinasabi niya. Una, pinapalabas niya na hindi pa nagkakaroon ng review, knowing that as per Congressman Richard Gomez, hindi lang po review ang nangyari dyan, but definitely nagkaroon na po ng pagbabago. Okay? Another one. Sinabi niya na once na siya ay nasa nasa Senado na, then he will act on it. Kaya sinagot siya ulit ni Richard Gomez, saying that, tinawag na nga siya Mr. Senator eh. Oh, dahil sinapla siya ni Richard Gomez, ang sinasabi na naman niya is, dinadrag naman niya si Raffy Tulfo. Diba? Yan ang utak ng mga Tulfo. Yan ang nakikita natin kay Raffy Tulfo sa Senado. Hindi ba?
Wala hong saysay ang pagtanggal ho natin ng
Ayun naman pala, alam mo eh. At alam mo na hindi magkakaroon ng changes o hindi magkakaroon ng approve yan o hindi yan magiging batas kung hindi aakto ang Senado. Even if tapos na kayo dyan sa House of Representatives, kung hindi nag-aakto ang mga nasa Senado, wala rin yan. Diba? Kaya nga ang tanong sa'yo ni Richard Gomez, anong saysay ng privilege speech mo?
section na yan, Section 21, kung hindi pa naman po ito batas. What I am trying to point out, Mr. Speaker, I guess we have to do something about it. And para marinig ko, kaya
Tangina, tapos na nga eh. Ano pa ba? Tapos na kayo dyan sa loob ng House of Representatives. Ano gagawin niya ni Richard Gomez? Luluhod? Magmamakaawa sa Senado? Para lang i-please yung pinagsasabi mo, knowing that wala ka naman palang alam exactly sa mga pinagsasabi mo.
tayo nagka-privilege speech para marinig po tayo sa Senado na we are waiting for the decision, Mr. Speaker. If I can
Ang layo, di ba? Una, pinapalabas niya na hindi nagtatrabaho ang committee ni Richard Gomez. Ngayon, sinisisi naman niya yung Senado.
only do a privilege speech in the Senate, then I will do so. Unfortunately, I'm still here, a member of 19th Congress, Mr. Speaker.
Unfortunately. You've been using the word unfortunately loosely. Diba? Kasi kahit dyan nga sa loob ng Kongreso, wala ka rin naman nagagawa. Kapatid mo, magtatatlong taon ng senador, wala rin nagagawa. Diba? Ginagamit lang ang Senado para sa kanyang programa.
Salamat. Salamat, Mr. Congressman. Sinabi ko lang po yung sinabi niyo na gagawin niya pagdating niyo po sa Senate, inulit ko lang. But Mr. Congressman, we do something about it. We have done something about it. In the committee level, ito pong Section 21 na hinihiling ninyo ay wala na po.
Alam niyo ho, Mr. Speaker, ito po ay nasa committee level at tulad po ng sinasabi ko, kaya ko nga po I am pushing for it. Bilis-bilisan po natin. Marami po tayo mga
Is he even listening or is he even understanding? I'm gonna use the quote of your famous brother, Raffy Tulfo. You are listening but you're not understanding, Erwin Tulfo. Ano pa ang ibibilis-bilisan mo kung tapos na sa committee ni Richard Gomez? Diba? Diyan pa lang, you making more mistake eh. Mas lalo mo lang pinagmumukhang tanga ang sarili mo, Erwin Tulfo.
batas na pending po ngayon. Hindi lang po itong 9165. Marami pong kailangan.
Punta ina, ang dami nang nadamay.
kailangang reviewin. Ang kailangan lang po natin ay bilisan po dahil ang taong bayan ay nag-aantay po at hindi po tayong
Imagining mo kung gano'n siya ka-grandstanding. Taong bayan. Unang-una sa lahat. Gaano karaming voter ang aware sa existence ng provision ng dangerous drug? Sinong taong bayan? Sinasabi ni Erwin ko.
ika nga ay pwedeng manahimik o kaya mag-relax dahil po nakatingin po sa atin ang ating mga kababayan at gusto po nila
Diyos ko, Lord.
na bilisan ang pagpasa, pag-review, whatever, ang ng mga batas po natin, Mr. Speaker.
Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I think the correct manifestation should be, since the requested section is to be amended, and it has been replaced already, Mr. Speaker, is that the correct manifestation should be, we request that the Senate should fast-track this House version of RA 9165. That, I think, is the correct manifestation, Mr. Chair.
Exactly.
I will take that, Mr. Speaker, but what I am saying is that the reason why I stood up today to remind not only our members here, but also our counterpart in the Senate, because I am sure they're also reviewing what we're doing here and watching us to fast track. Kung meron man, kung nandyan na po sa kanilang mga kamay, na bilisan because we cannot dictate them. We can only suggest, Mr. Speaker.
You know,
We can
pala eh.
only tell them and inform the public that we already did this. Tama po ang ating kasamahan na sinasabi niya pong ni-review na po yan, inalis na po yan, para malaman po ng taong bayan na wala na po yan, wala na sa kamay natin yan po, ay nasa kamay na ng Senado para bilis-bilisan po nila. And that is the purpose of my privileged speech this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleague. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Oh, I thought amending Section 21 was the main thrust of the privilege speech. I didn't know it was to fast track the House version of 9165. But nevertheless, Mr. Chair, yun na rin po ang hinihiling natin. Since yung nire-request po ng colleague natin na tanggalin po sa Section 21 yung pagsama ng media kapag po nag-iimbentary sa mga bypass, sa mga nahuli na ay wala na po sa committee level. Wala na po, pumasa na po sa atin. Sana po another privilege speech from our good colleague will tell the Senate, bilis-bilisan niyo naman kasi binilisan na po namin.
I wish I can, we will do that, Mr. Speaker, para makarating po itong ating mensahe sa kanila. Hindi naman natin pwede sila pong utusan, Mr. Speaker, kundi tayo lamang po ay pwede nating sabihin na nag-aantay po tayo. Kung naipasa na po natin dito sa Kongreso, then ang problema po ay nandoon. I guess we'll have to do or I have to make another privileged speech, Mr. Speaker.
We shall await the next privilege speech. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Congressman.
Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God, they're gonna break in! Jeez, that was close!
Dear Queen, please save us.
Yes, please, give me the Jade Sword! What? No way!
Wait a little.
Die, monster!